Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Saturday. Hope everybody is doing well. Glad to have you guys back in the stream tonight here for game number 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The New York Knicks up 2-0. Cleveland Cavaliers looking to get on the board as they are trailing 0-2 in the series for the Cavs. No strangers to being down 0-2 in the last series, as they trailed 0-2 at the Pistons, came back and won the series in 7. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and welcome back in. We got Ward, SC7, Daniel, Siegel. Glad to have you guys back on board tonight on the channel for this one. Rocket Arena, Cleveland, Ohio. Critical Game 3, must-win game for the Cleveland Cavaliers. No team in the history of the NBA has ever won a playoff series down to 0-3. So tonight, this one, a must-win for the Cavs to stay alive. Knicks are red hot. 9 straight victories in a row, 10-2 in the playoffs. Only 2 losses in the playoffs were by 1 point each in games 2 and 3 against the Hawks. They're 4-1 on the road for the Knicks in the playoffs, and they've been just absolutely dominant. 9 out of 10 playoff victories by double-digit win margins for New York, and their last loss came 1 month ago at Atlanta, Game 3 of the series, 109-108 on April 23rd. That was the first road game of the playoffs for the Knicks. Knicks have won 4 straight games in a row on the road. Switch over to the Cavs. They are even for their record in the playoffs, which is weird to see because they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. Only 8-8, though, in the playoffs, and the Cavs right now are in danger of finishing with a losing playoff record in the conference finals, winning both of their series matchups in 7 and now down to 0-2 in this series. 6-1, though, at home in the playoffs. They've been playing really well in the playoffs. They won their first 6 games at home, and then their previous home game, they lost Game 6 at home against the Pistons, which forced the Game 7, and that May 15th loss, 115-94 against Detroit. Well, that's good. We got Regilio on the stream. Welcome in. He's liking the Knicks tonight. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Knicks or Cavs. But this is it for Cleveland. Final shot tonight to save their season. They've been in these spots before. They were down 0-2 at the Pistons. Came back and won. It's going to be difficult, though, I see in the series, especially if it keeps on going deeper and deeper. Then if somehow the Cavs do pull out the series, big props to Cleveland because they got just fatigue, multiple games working against them. Um, with with the physicality in the playoffs. This is now their 17th game that they played in a 34-day span since April 18th. That's really difficult to win a large bulk of those games in a series when they got taken to 7 games in the first round and the second round. The Knicks have played 4 fewer games than the Cavs, 13 game. This will be their 13th game tonight in 34 days. And just looks like when they're out there on the floor, the Knicks are much fresher. They're able to go on runs, second half, able to take over the game and start to wear out the Cavs. Cavs have been able to get out to fast starts, but just unable to sustain it. And New York coming out on fire in the second half. Game 2 on Thursday. This is what happened. The Knicks won by 16, 109-93. And yeah, it was not a blowout from the start. It's actually Cleveland who is leading early on. 27-24 lead at the end of one for the Cavs. And then the Knicks led by 4 at halftime, 53-49. But then after that, Cleveland went on the 4-zip run, tied up the game at 53-53, and then after that, it was all Knicks. Knicks went on an 18-zip run, and the rest was history. Early third quarter, completely took control of the game. Cleveland started off really well from 3. Shot the ball 5 for 10, first 10 shot attempts from 3 in the first quarter, and then completely cooled off. Like couldn't drill a shot. Evan Mobley scored 14 points in the first half. Unaggressive in the second half. Didn't have a single basket, a single point in the second half for Mobley. Cleveland crumbled by the 3 the last game. 9 for 35 total. They shot 4 for 25 between the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarters combined. And whereas the Knicks just dominated down low, 52% from the floor, 58-40 points in the paint. They struggled from 3 early on, but they were eating their way inside. And just when they're able to do that, just much more efficient. And it's so tough to sustain that. What Cleveland did for the first quarter when they shot 50%, that's just so tough to sustain throughout the entire course of the game. And the Knicks defense finally clamped up and started to force a bunch of misses. Virgilio liking the third win out of 4 for the Knicks coming up and liking them to take on the OKC. Yeah, OKC up in the series against San Antonio. Bench points been the story in that series right now. Pringle, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Rissa, welcome back in. Glad to have you back in the stream for this one. Big difference, too, is the playmaking for the Knicks. Like, these guys have so much chemistry together. Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges. Those guys played for Villanova. Won college championships at Villanova under Jay Wright, and the Knicks had 17 more assists than the Cavs in the last game, 32-15. The Cavs started to hunt down matchups, playing a lot of iso ball. That's just not a good sign, especially when James Harden's the guy who's trying to beat somebody off a step back 3 and he bricks it. And just has been a terrible series through the first 2 games for James Harden. Really hasn't played any great games offensively for him since I think like the middle stages of that Pistons series. I think it was like game 5 against Detroit. He had a really solid game, and then after that completely went away. A no-show in game 6 and 7, got bailed out by his teammates, and in games 1 and 2, it's not been good for James Harden. Gonna have to turn back the clock and help out Donovan Mitchell on his home floor tonight. This Cavs team, they play really well, especially Mitchell at home. He's averaging like 28 points per game in home games throughout the playoffs for him. So he's going to have to find his groove tonight, but also needing help from Harden. Mobley needs to have a big game. Jared Allen was a -20 on the floor the last game. He's been great later stages of series. He's going to have to show up, and plus guys off the bench. Max Strus, Sam Merrill, those guys need to drill threes to have a shot at this one tonight. And in order to offset that, they're going to need a bad game out of the Knicks offense. And just an excellent game with like multiple guys, double figures down the line between Mitchell, Harden, Mobley, Allen, and then players going off the bench with Strus and Merrill to have a shot tonight to win this game. Yeah, Knicks won by 16 the last game, and still, there's still quite a bit of concerns for the Knicks in the last matchup, and they dominated the Cavs. The Knicks struggled at the free throw line. The whole thing with Mitchell Robinson keeps on getting hacked, keeps on breaking free throws. They shot just 8 for 14, 57%, and won the game by 16. Cavs did not shoot the ball well at all. Like, they were completely fatigued in the second half. I think they went something like, I think it was like 9 for 19 in the second half at the free throw line for Cleveland. It was not good. Like, you could see that they were completely worn down, and playing all these games in the playoffs, it takes a toll on these guys. And Evan Mobley went 0 for 2 a trip at the free throw line. Mitchell split a pair of free throws. Jarrett Allen went 0 for 2 during a trip at the free throw line. Yeah, don't see those guys miss too often at the free throw line, not like they were doing in the second half of the last game. And it was unfortunate. They left 10 points off the board. If you drill all your free throws, they went 22 for 32. If Cleveland drilled every single one of their free throws, then it would have been a 2-possession game. They lost by 16. They could have made it win in 2 possessions and had a shot at it in the last game. But where the difference maker's been, it's going to have to be Cleveland building up a gigantic lead to have a shot to win this game. And they better hope that they get everybody involved scoring. And the Knicks have just a terrible game scoring tonight, because the difference maker has been the second half surge by the Knicks in this series. New York has been just coming back, winning games. Jalen Brunson gets better down the stretch. Might start off cold in the first quarter, gets better in the second quarter, rises up in the third quarter, and then a big-time clutch shot maker in the fourth quarter. Game 1, Knicks outscored the Cavs 69-56 in the second half. The Knicks closed out a 44-11 run to win the game. They went on a gigantic run, 19-1 in game 1. Fast forward to game 2, 56-44 second half advantage for the Knicks, which, when the game was tied up at 53-53, they went on an 18-zip run to put the game away. 2 huge runs in the second half for the Knicks. And the Knicks in this playoff series are a plus 25 in the second half compared to Cleveland, 125-100. And that's the difference maker in this series, is that the Knicks have come out red hot. The Cavs missing a ton of shots in the second half and cannot find their rhythm. Yep, James Harden going to have to step up in a big way tonight in this game. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm actually shocked to see Cleveland a 3.5-point favorite tonight, because based on the matchup, my honest opinion, I think it's going to be the Knicks tonight that win this game, because the Cavs are worn down. They are fatigued, and it started to take a toll on them, not only physically, but also mentally, trying to get their team together. I'm not sure if Kenny Atkinson is going to be able to make enough adjustments in this game to have his guys pick up the win. Now, they are 3.5-point favorites. I don't think they get blown out. I think this game is very, very close tonight, where the Knicks, they have clutch shot makers, and they've been in the conference finals before when they were down last year at 0-2. They know that they're going to get their foot on the gas pedal, make it 3-0. And with a clutch shot maker like Jalen Brunson, I would watch out for this Knicks team tonight. And the Knicks are, if they win this one, they're in basically waiting mode with whoever comes out of that Western Conference series, OKC, San Antonio. There's injuries piling up in that series. AJ Mitchell is out tomorrow for OKC. Mike Chalk, welcome in. Roki, thanks for joining back in. But entire Knicks starting 5 last game, they reached double figures. Cavs 4 out of 5 starters scored in double figures. Dean Wade, he was the lone player who did not reach double figures in the last game, but both teams struggle from the bench. Inefficient, though, for Cleveland. Landry Shamet had a great game 1 for the Knicks. Everybody scored single digits off the bench for both sides the last game. But where Cleveland couldn't get it going was off the bench. Dennis Schroeder, Max Drew, Sam Merrill, Jalen Tyson, those 4 guys off the bench combined to shoot 5 for 24. 1 for 15 from 3. They need to be a ton better than that. 17 points scored in 77 minutes combined. And It's not going to be good if Dennis Schroeder comes out, tosses up bricks for him tonight, because that's what it's been throughout the course of this series, has been Dennis Schroeder coming off the bench, shooting bricks. Max Strus, he's had a game here and there that he drills a bunch of threes. He had one that he made 6 threes against the Pistons, 20-plus points. Gonna have to find that groove tonight. Sam Merrill, he's had games in the playoffs where he's gone off, found his shot from the perimeter. Gonna have to have that tonight, because what happened in the last game was that there were 0 adjustments made by Kenny Atkinson. Josh Hart got his big-time revenge game in Game 2. Minus 23 in Game 1, going up to a rising game in Game 2. A 26.7 assists. 10 for 21 shooting, 5 made threes by Josh Hart. Got a bunch of open looks, drilled a bunch of open threes, and the Cavs kept on doubling Jalen Brunson. And they were trying to stop Jalen Brunson, but did not have on their game plan Josh Hart. Just wanted to leave Josh Hart open. Kenny Atkinson didn't make the adjustment. They kept on leaving Hart open, and he kept on making the Cavs defense pay. So they tried to turn Jalen Brunson, take him out of the game as a scorer, and they limited him to 19 points, but he turned into a playmaker and dished out 14 assists in the last game to just 3 turnovers. And he turned playmaker. They brought the double team a lot to Brunson, found Josh Hart stepping into open threes and drilling 5 of them in the last game. What's good, Naja player? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Gonna tip off here in just a couple minutes. Cat had a pretty solid game, 18 points, 13 rebounds. Looking to continue it tonight. OG with 14. Mikal Bridges has been super efficient. Nobody's been able to stop him in the playoffs. 9 for 12 shooting. He went 7 for 11 in Game 1, 19 points in Game 2. A really balanced starting 5, what the Knicks have. And these are the starting 5 tonight. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and Karl-Anthony Towns. That is the same starting lineup that they had throughout the course of this series. Donovan Mitchell dropped down 26. After that, Harden really struggling, missed 9 shots, 18 points. Much better controlling the basketball, no turnovers in the last game. But he got picked apart defensively, minus 22. For James Harden. Just the Knicks just keep on hunting them down. Jalen Brunson cooking up James Harden. Mobley had 14 all in the first half and then completely went away in the second half. And for Cleveland, I like to see if they can get Mobley getting those looks early and often once again tonight. But also being able to keep that aggressiveness going, because he was red hot to start off the game from 3. Drilled 2 quick threes in the first few minutes. He needs to get going on a consistent basis in this series instead of playing just like half and just go away in the second half. Cavs getting their starting 5 introduced right now off on the video board at Rocket Arena. Must-win game tonight for Cleveland's 3.5-point favorites tonight in the line for the Cavs in this game. What's good, Justin? Welcome in. Yeah, that series between OKC and San Antonio, they're just battling it out, and the injuries start to pile up in that series too. And the Knicks, pretty good spot for New York, especially if they take this game tonight. They'd be up 3-0, and injuries start to pile up between those two teams. Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox retired last night for San Antonio. But on the other side, OKC up 2-1 in the series, but they have an injured hamstring with Jalen Williams, who missed around a month prior after early in the Phoenix series with a hamstring issue. And then AJ Mitchell was just added to the injury report, and he has been downgraded to out tomorrow for OKC. What's good, Christopher the stream? Welcome in. Yes, this is the night tonight for the Cavs that they have to save their season tonight. Cleveland must-win game for them tonight. No team has ever came back and won a series down to 0-3 ever before. Cavs right now down to 0-2, needing to save their season. Drew, welcome in, taking the Cavs tonight. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win, Cavs or Knicks in this game? If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Totally clean injury report for both of these teams. Nobody out tonight in this game. And Cleveland did a great job taking care of the basketball the last game. Both teams had just 8 total turnovers, but game 2, the bench, as ABC has the graphic from the bench, it was horrific between Max Drew, Sam Merrill, Dennis Schroeder, Jalen Tyson. Those 4 guys have to perform much better tonight. Combined to shoot 5 for 24 from the floor, 1 for 15 from 3, 17 points in 77 combined minutes between Strus, Merrill, Schroeder, and Tyson. They go with a retro LeBron James uniforms back from the 2000s, the dark blue, tonight for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sam Merrill just trying to find his groove. He's 0 for 7 in this. He went 0 for 7 in game 2 from 3. 40% three-point shooter throughout the playoffs, but 0 for 7 in game 2 from the perimeter. I think the Knicks hear all the chatter that they are the underdogs in tonight's game. Even if they go down by 20-plus points, do not count out the Knicks. They played 4 games fewer than the Cavs, and their goal tonight is once again to physically exhaust this Cleveland Cavaliers team. Donovan Mitchell exhausted by the time the game gets into the fourth quarter. Needs to take over for Spida Mitchell tonight, putting up some big numbers on his home floor throughout the course of the playoffs. Cleveland get the whole crowd rallying right behind them. Blue jerseys tonight, the dark blue for the Cavs, white numbers, white letters for Cleveland. Go right to left on the floor. Knicks with the white jerseys on the road, orange numbers. Orange letters at the front of the jerseys. And here we go. Left to right for New York. Towns and Allen go up for the opening tip. The Cavs control the opening tip. First possession of the night, it goes to Cleveland. James Harden. Into the hands to Mobley. Handoff Harden. Dish underneath Mobley as he's clocked inside the paint. Allen bobbled it, got it back, fires it outside off to Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell at the wing of the perimeter. Pocket pass finds Allen. Kick out wing. Open 3. Mobley. Off the mark, no good. Tipped up to Anunoby for the defensive rebound. First possession of the night now for New York. Mikal Bridges fires a bullet on top. Cap pops up for a 3. He drills the 3 ball. Quick start for the Knicks. 1 possession, 1 made 3, buried by Cats. Possession number 2 of the night here for the Cavs, and they lost it, turnover. At the baseline, Mikal Bridges picks up the steal. Pass midcourt for Bridges. Bridges at the wing, takes on Harden, gets past him off the dribble. Inside the key, floats it back out into the hands to Hart. Off the Cat, top of the key. Working on Mobley, 101, slides it off to the corner. Jab step, Bridges, baseline dribble, Bridges the hole, Bridges scores. Up and it off the window, it's good for 2. Perfect start for the Knicks, 2 for 2 on their first 2 possessions of the night. Spida Mitchell weaving his way to the rim, no good. Judah shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Mitchell. And that's how you cannot start off the game if you're the Cavs. Luckily, there's still 47 minutes left to go in action, but a missed open 3 by Mobley, and then a turnover possession number 2 where the Knicks score back-to-back buckets. Not ideal right now for Cleveland to be trailing early on. First free throw missed by Mitchell. Yeah, we've seen a lot of misses at the free throw line from Cleveland. And they've been playing basically every other day since the start of the playoffs. So that fatigue can really start to set a toll on your team. Second free throw is good. Cavs on the board. Knicks with possession. Hart slides it off the Cats. Cats sends it on top. Brunson dribbles up, drives, gets past Allen, right to the cup. Scoop score. Up and off the backboard. Good with a left-hand layup. 7-1 New York. Perfect. 3 for 3 from the floor. Mitchell on the outside. Allen. Handoff Mitchell. Slides it off towards his right. Off to Harden. Harden at the wing. Defended by Brunson. Outside Mitchell. Finds Mobley. Backs his way inside the key. Mobley. Hook shot off the back rim. No good. Rebound. Hauled in by Hart. Knicks with possession, finding Bridges. Bridges, the Cub, scores the layup. 9-1. Timeout on the floor taken by Kenny Atkinson. Not even 2 minutes into this game, New York. Perfect 4 for 4 from the floor, executing on a high level, getting up and down the court as we have the first time out of the night going to Cleveland. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. And we just started. Here's the score, 9-1 to the opening timeouts. Not the start that they had hoped for. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. No ego, welcome in. Liking the Knicks tonight. Knicks perfect, 4 for 4 from the floor. Just really solid fast break offense, getting downhill, getting to the rim, playing, just winning the flow of the offense, spacing and pacing the floor. Like they took a page out of the Indiana Pacers book, and last year, they could not keep up against the Pacers. They completely got bored out. Injuries took a toll. And now they're playing into that fast tempo style. They know they have the rest advantage. They've played 4 fewer games than the Cavs, and the Cavs are worn down. They're exhausted. That overtime game in Game 1 did Cleveland zero favors to blow a 22-point lead and lost that game. And it gets much more difficult every single game. I thought that would be the best chance for the Cavs, Game 1. To pick up a win, and unfortunately they couldn't do so. And once this series keeps on going deeper, it's just going to get much, much tougher for the Cavs because the minutes take a toll. Yano, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. I don't follow international soccer that much. Hoping that Portugal does really well. Where I live in Southeast Mass, big Portuguese population. So a bunch of Ronaldo fans over in the area. Yeah, a bunch of people root for Benfica soccer over here. But yeah, I don't watch that much soccer, so I don't really pay attention to that much. Yeah, it's World Cup is at Gillette, so it's not too far away from me. It's supposed to be like crazy amount of people. I think like the public transportation system in Mass is not good. They call it the T, which is like the MBTA, the Mass Bay Transit Authority, and it's going to have some major issues. I feel like that during those World Cup days next month, it's probably going to fail the system. So many people are going to be trying to figure out how to get on the train from all these different countries, just flooding the T stops. It's going to be crazy. Yes, I'm a Celtics fan. 9-1 start for the Knicks. We come back from the timeout. James Harden. Dish out to the corner. Finds Mitchell. Mitchell, baseline dribble. So he takes it back out to the perimeter, working his way on Cat. 3 in the shot clock. Mitchell drives on Cat. Step back 3. Mitchell buries the triple. First made field goal of the night going to spite of Mitchell. They're going to roll to 2. 1 foot was on the 3-point line. So that is actually downgraded from a 3 to a 2. Had a foot on the 3-point line. Handoff. Brunson well short on a 3 as Harden comes away with the basketball. Cleveland up the floor. James Harden taking on Harden. Straight line. Dribble drive. Jump off. Underneath Allen. Off the pivot. Puts it up. Puts it through. It's good for the deuce. Start to find something right now. Nice assist right there for James Harden. Jalen Brunson at the top, working his way on Mitchell. Bounce pass into the hands to Cat. Cat defended by Mobley. Slides it cross court. Hart attacks the paint. Hart turnaround. Contested by Allen. Got the bounce. Not going to count it though. So turnover charge to the Knicks with Josh Hart, so it will go back to the Cavs. Traveling violation on Hart. Jimbo, welcome back in, bud. Dump off, down low, Mobley finds Allen, soars up and ducks it with a right-handed flush. Finally, Cleveland getting going, 6-0 run now for the Cavs. Brunson has possession at the top of the key, working his way on Mitchell, and defensive foul charge to Bridges. So this will be a side and inbound, or beg my pardon, defensive foul on Dean Wade, defending Bridges coming off the screen. So inbound goes to the Knicks. Anunoby finds Hart. Hart at the top of the key. Into the hands to Brunson. Jalen Brunson working on Harden. Brunson drives, gets past Harden. Runner inside, draws the foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Jalen Brunson. Hey, what's good, Vegas? Welcome back in, man. That's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. Or no, beg my pardon, Evan Mobley. Yep, Evan Mobley, who picks up the shooting foul. So he got past Harden, then met Mobley at the rim. So 2 shots here by Brunson. At the line, first one's good. Dennis, welcome back in, bud. We got Ice Ice Baby back in the stream. Wow, T Swift, Travis Kelce, courtside seats tonight. In Cleveland. Wow, that's interesting. Huh. Yep, must win tonight for the Cavs. Brunson at the free throw line, going empty that trip. And Mobley down low and shoves it through with a 2-handed flush. Cavs by 1. In the corner, outside off the Hart. Into the hands to Brunson. Brunson takes the 3 at the wing. No good off the mark. Tracking down the rebound. Collected by Bridges. Back into the hands to Brunson. Slides it off on top. 1 point advantage right now for the Knicks. OG rises for the jumper to elbow. Sticks to 2. Sweet J right there off the crossover by OG. 3-point advantage for New York. Start off the game red hot. Mitchell fires the 3. Josh Hart went down defending him. Missed it off the rim short. Goes right back over to the Knicks. OG off the outlet pass. Attacks. Bobbled it. Couldn't finish. So he had to send it back outside to Brunson. Into the hands to Bridges. Rising for the jumper. Swoosh. It is good by Mikal Bridges. Super efficient in this series by Bridges. And right now, right out of the gate, perfect 3 for 3 from the floor. James Harden. Pocket pass. Finds Mobley. Rolling to the hoop. Mobley. Off the double team, turnaround, jumper, drills the 2. Both of these teams getting going right now. Down to 7 minutes left to go in the first. Mobley with 4. Josh Hart slows down tempo, hand off Brunson. Into the hands to Hart around the perimeter, slides it off to OG. OG, left baseline dribble, step back jumper, deep to Anunoby, buries the J. Everybody nailing shots here. 5-point advantage for New York. They're red hot from the floor. 7 for 9. The Cavs 5 for 9. Mitchell exploiting to the cup. But Donovan Mitchell soars and scores the layup. Everybody making an impact. 0 defense to begin tonight. Josh Hart at the wing. Fires a fastball. Trailing the play. Brunson kick out corner. Wing. Bridges. Straight line drive. Cat. No good off the back rim. Bumped into and fouled. And 2 shots coming up the line by Cats. That is awesome ball movement by New York. Just insane ball movement. They had, I think it was 33 assists the last game. Cavs had just 17. Man, the chemistry is popping left and right by this Knicks squad. Yeah, 32 assists. 32 assists in the previous game for the Knicks. First free throw, Cat rattles it in. A1, welcome in. Just getting started tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yup, Brunson burner on fire. Jalen Brunson 3 so far tonight. Good start by Bridges. 6 points. Perfect. 3 for 3 from the floor. Second shot by Cat is good. Knicks, the most efficient team in the playoffs. Over 50% shooting as a team, 40% from three. James Harden at the top of the key towards his left off the dribble. Screen set by Allen. Harden dribbles up. Working on Brunson. Got away with a push-off. Mid-range shot. Got it. James Harden able to get away with a 2 there. 3-point lead for the Knicks. Euro step, Cat, and the foul down low. Charge to Dean Wade. 2 more shots covered up at the line for Cat. It's on Sam Merrill, beg my pardon. Yeah, Wade was from behind. Merrill was out in front. So Cat's going to have 2 more free throws. And they're already in the bonus right now. So midway into this first quarter, the Knicks are in a bonus. First free throw good by Cat. Second shot by Cat. Right down the middle. 5-point advantage for the Knicks. They have been red hot right out of the gate. 78% shooting. As a team 5 for 6 at the free throw line. Cat with 7. James Harden driving downhill to the cup. Left hand scores the layup. Just everybody's been able to score. Full court outlet pass off the inbound. Anunoby bullied by Wade and fouled. 2 free throws coming up at the line for OG. Cavs early foul trouble. Not a good sign to start off this game for Cleveland. That's now 6 in the quarter, already way over the limit. OG Anunoby, 2 free throws. First one's good. Second shot by OG, right down the middle. 5-point game. Cavs been able to respond, but cannot play defense to stop the Knicks. James Harden at the wing of the perimeter. Dribbles up, step back 3. Harden, no good off the mark. Offensive rebound. Strus shovels to Harden. To the corner. Merrill, off fake. Merrill, corner 3 left. Short rebound. Controlled by Hart. Terrific wingspan to collect that defensive rebound for Josh Hart as he races up the floor. Finds Brunson at the wing. Brunson, left baseline. Thought about the step back. Made the extra pass. Josh Hart. Back to Brunson in the corner. Takes on Strus 1-on-1. Fires the jumper. Off the mark, no good. Tipped up by Cat out of bounds. And it goes off Towns. And out. It'll be Cleveland ball. You'll take that as a win right there for the Cavs because they have been failing to string together stops throughout this quarter. So now the Knicks are shooting 7 for 10 from the floor at 70%. I like the Knicks tonight in this game. They're just much fresher than Cleveland. Honestly, I'm really hoping that Cleveland does win this game because it gives us an extra game at least into a game 5. But in my honest opinion, I do think it's the Knicks. The Knicks are much fresher. The Cavs playing many, many games. And the goaltend violation charged to Towns. Jarrett Allen scores the layup. Cavs got to get something out of their bench. And that's a major question mark. Sam Merrill just missed his first 3 of the night for him. 6 points right now for Jarrett Allen tonight. Yeah, glad to have you back in the stream. Renjeff, welcome back in, bud. Mr. Hector, welcome in. Not a good sign for Cleveland that they're already over the limit in fouls in this first quarter. Knicks in the bonus. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. 22-19. And the Knicks will burn their first time on the night. They are challenging that goaltend violation charged the Cat, denying Jarrett Allen off the backboard. So, Knicks lead by 3. Right now, this basket is being challenged as we await the challenge call coming up. So early challenge first quarter as we head into the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Yeah, my honest opinion, I think the Knicks are going to win this game and go up 3-0 in the series tonight, especially if the Cavs are trailing by the time we get into halftime. The Cavs are going fast up the floor. Like, they are sprinting down the floor with these possessions, doing a really good job pacing, spacing, moving the basketball around. Whereas the question is, can Cleveland keep on playing the full 48 of matchups? They were then taken into overtime in game 1, lost that game after being up by 22. That was a nightmare scenario for them. That needed to be a win by the Cavs, their best chance to beat the Knicks, because when we get deeper in the series, it gets much tougher. The guys from the Knicks look like they're fresh. The guys from the Cavs in the second half look like they're completely worn down and exhausted. Both teams shooting the ball well. 9 for 15, 60% by the Cavs. 7 for 10, 70% by the Knicks. Knicks nailing their free throws. They're 7 for 8 at the line. That's a great sign for them. Mitchell Robinson hasn't played yet. He's been hacked at the free throw line in both games. The Knicks have almost made as many free throws that they did the entire game last game. They went 8 for 14 last game. Yeah, this is not a good sign that the Cavs are in deep foul trouble early on with their team. One personal foul each by Dean Wade, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, and Sam Merrill. So they're over the limit right now in the quarter. Knicks challenged the goaltend violation by Cat. It was defending Jared Allen. Play went under review and the call stands. So the Knicks lose a challenge. Call gets upheld. The call stands. Jared Allen scores the basket. 6 points tonight by Allen. That would have never counted. Wow. That went off the right side of the block. It didn't, or right side of the backboard. That did not go off the block down the center of the backboard. We get back to action. Jalen Brunson at the top of the key. Finds Bridges. Lob to Cat. Cat backs his way low block. Mismatch taken on hard at 101. Cats. Follow-away jumper. He sticks it. Karl-Anthony Towns nails the J. Man, Cat showing up right now in these playoffs. That was my question going into the playoffs. Nice contest. Forces the miss by Mobley. Offensive rebound. Right back to the Cavs, though. Harden, head full of steam. Pass to the corner. Broken up on the bounce off Bridges. Yeah, my question going into this playoffs was that Cat from previous playoffs has struggled, that the lights might be too bright. It was looking that way in game 1 for most of it. He struggled in the majority of game 1. It's really great start tonight here for Cat. Turnover by the Cavs. Smitho, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Ronald, welcome on the channel. Pass the timeline. Jalen Brunson. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first. Dribbles up. Bounce pass behind his back. Sets up. Cat. Up fake. Cat. Dribbles. Drives. Euro step to the cup. Right past Drew. Scores the 2. Karl-Anthony Towns showed up in a major way in the opening quarter. 7-point lead on the Knicks. Mobley stripped. He turned it over. This game started to get out of control. Knicks trying to force the Cavs to wear themselves down. The corner, Jumper, Landry Shamet splashes the 3. Timeout on the floor taken by Kenny Atkinson. 29-19, a double-digit lead first time of the night. Back-to-back turnovers by Cleveland, and the Knicks making them pay. Cats with a Euro step pass, Strus off the window for two, and then the drive, the kick, the corner three, the corner triple buried off the bench for the first 3 bench points of the night, going to Landry Shamet off the assist by Deuce McBride, and everything cooking for the New York Knicks. 10 for 13 from the floor, 77% in the opening quarters. We head back into the timeouts. Wow, this Knicks team is an absolute machine. Not a whole lot of people are talking about the Knicks to win the championship this year, but if the Thunder and the Spurs keep on beating and battering each other up, and then there's more injuries that keep on happening, well, the door is completely wide open for the New York Knicks. This New York Knicks team has 10 wins in the playoffs. They're 10-2 in playoff games. They've won 9 of those games by double digits. Like, they are an absolute machine ever since Game 3. When they trailed 1-2 against the Hawks, something clicked in Game 4, and they have completely gotten red hot at the right time. Cat, 11 points, 3 for 3 shooting, 4 for 4 at the free throw line, plus 10 in the court, 9 minutes for Cat, plus a block. 6 by Bridges. He is a perfect 3 for 3. Anunoby with 6, a perfect 2 for 2. Jalen Brunson with 3 plus 2 assists, and then Shamet comes in off the bench, drills a 3. 10 for 13 from the floor, 7 for 8 at the free throw line. And the Cavs, 19 points. That's on 9 for 16 shooting. That's not bad, 56%, but yet to make a 3 for Cleveland. They are 0 for 5 from the perimeter. And a 7-zip run in a 90-second span by the Knicks. Back from the timeout, Mitchell sends it across. Strus fires a jumper, buries the triple. Big response, right back for Cleveland. In the backcourt, Jalen Brunson, pressure by Strus, gets past him, drives, working on Strus. Runner, Brunson no good. Offensive rebound, Cats. And the Strus picks up the personal foul. This is going to send Brunson to the line shooting too. Way over the limit in the opening quarter for Cleveland. First free throw by Brunson, that is good. Yeah, wow. He's once again the ref tonight for Tony Brothers. I don't know how the whole thing gets assigned with how that works and stuff, but the travel schedule must be crazy for him, being able to referee all these games. Both of the free throws good at the line by Brunson. 9-point advantage for the Knicks. Brunson has 5 tonight. Donovan Mitchell. Under 3 minutes left to go. Push pass to the corner into the hands of Dennis Schroeder. Outside Mitchell. Mobley sets the screen. Also the floor with Strus and Merrill. Mitchell, jumper over McBride. Buries it. That's a big J by Spider Mitchell. Cleveland needs to string together defensive stops. They've yet to show that throughout the entire game tonight. Knicks are 10 for 13 shooting. They've already made more free throws than they did in the previous game with 8. They're 9 for 10 at the free throw line tonight. Jalen Brunson, top of the key defended by Schroeder. Brunson, pocket pass down low. Shamet, kick out. Corner 3. Deuce McBride buries the triple. Incredible extra pass made there by Shamet with an assist. 10-point lead for the Knicks. Schroeder, step back. No, he decides not to attempt the 3 as he's passive-aggressive. Bouncing bodies by Mobley, working on Cat. Outside Schroeder. An up fake, thinking about taking the shot. Instead, he makes the extra pass. Mobley outside, Strus catching fire. No good off the mark, used the entire shot clock. A rebound by Brunson, boxing out Schroeder. Brunson races up the floor, finds Cap, pops up, takes it. Off the mark, no good, missed the 3 ball. Rebound secured by Strus. 10-point advantage for the Knicks. As we approach the final 90 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Donovan Mitchell, far side corner, jumper, baseline over Hart's. And a foul away from the ball. Charged to McBride, his first personal foul. Yup, Knicks super hungry tonight in this game. They know what happened last year. The Pacers wore them down. They went down to 0-2 against Indiana in the conference finals, and they are pushing the ball, playing with space, playing with pace, moving it extremely well. It just looks like the Knicks are in a much better lead by Cleveland to stop New York. Moving it off the roll down. Mobley off the double team. Shovel. Merrill. Triple team down low. Kick out. Corner. Three. Strus. No good. Brick the three. In and out. Off the fingertips of Mobley as goes out of bounds. 1:21 left to go in the first. Just an all-out tremendous display from the Knicks. If Mitchell Robinson gets a touch, because Mitchell Robinson's on the floor, the Cavs should elect to do that. Offensive foul charge to Brunson. An illegal screen by Jalen Brunson knocking down Mitchell. Jared Allen not injured. Yeah, he's played 7 minutes. He's actually the number 2 scorer behind Mitchell, scoring 6 points. Mitchell on the floor alongside Mobley, Merrill, Schroeder, and Strus. Yeah, those 3 bench guys have been brutal. Schroeder, Merrill, and Strus in this series. Low block, Schroeder working on Brunson. Outside Strus for the shot clock. Finds Schroeder, has to take the 3. He does. It's a make. Dennis Schroeder, as the shot clock goes off, drills the triple. That caught me off guard with a call, seeing Dennis Schroeder toss up a non-Russell Westbrook shot. Josh Hart takes it, and he makes it from downtown. 10-point lead again by the Knicks. Ball movement just incredible for New York, making extra passes all over the place. Mitchell at the wing, offensive foul charge to Cleveland. Turnover on Mobley. This New York Knicks team is an absolute machine. Evan Mobley just picked up his 2nd personal foul. And Donovan Mitchell will head to the bench now. Foul trouble is not good for the Cavs. They have 7 fouls in the first quarter. 2 by Mobley, 1 each by Wade Allen, Mitchell, Strus, and Merrill. Inbound goes to Brunson. 5-second differential, shot clock and game clock to close out at the end of the opening quarter. Jalen Brunson, top of the key, defended by Dean Wade, 1-on-1. 10 on the shot clock, 15 on the game clock. Brunson at the wing, switch guarded by Mobley. Brunson working on Mobley, crossover, up fake at the elbow, give and go, inside, a follow-away shot. McBride no good. The Cats able to put it in right as the shot clock expired. It's good for a 2, 4 seconds left, past midcourt. Schroeder finds Merrill, runner at the buzzer, no good off the back rim, misfired. And the New York Knicks dominate the opening quarter. 39-27, wearing down the Cavs. The Knicks an absolute machine. The Cavs shot the ball fairly well. 55%, 12 for 22 from the floor. What they didn't shoot well was the 3, just 2 for 9 from 3. But the New York Knicks tonight are on another level. 13 for 18 shooting, 72% from the floor. 4 for 8 from 3, 9 for 10 at the free throw line. And the New York Knicks just completely wearing down the Cavs. At the end of the first quarter, the Cavs needed to build up a gigantic lead. And right now, it's a tough start for Cleveland, playing 0 defense to begin this game. 12-point lead as we close out at the end of 1. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, well, the Knicks played a Hawks team that was up 2-1 through 3 games of the series, and the Hawks were red hot second half of the year. They won 11 straight games. Knicks Game 4 and beyond in the Hawks series caught fire. 9 straight wins right now for the Knicks. Top offense in the playoffs. And right now they are pushing it, spacing the floor, making extra passes, and racking up the assists. 8 total assists on 12 made field goals. Cavs, 5 assists on 12 made field goals tonight. Just really solid, just moving the ball around. And man, Cat showing up. 13 points in 11 minutes for Cat. Like, he is showing up in a huge way right now in this series. It's kind of taking me off guard. They actually docked down that basket at the shot clock by Cat. So they took that one up. They took that one off. So it's 37-27 right now, not 39-27. So that was under review between the swap of quarters, and Cat was just a tad too late. So right now, Cat 4 for 5 from the floor. Perfect. At the free throw line, 4 for 4, plus 12 on the floor, alongside Jalen Brunson. 5 points, 2 assists by Brunson. So it's been a slow start by Brunson. Just 1 for 4 shooting. The only player who has missed multi-field goals. Brunson gets better by the quarter. And this is a terrible sign for the Cavs that they're down by 10. Because Jalen Brunson starts off slow, gets better in the second, and then rises up in the third, and takes over in the fourth quarter and becomes clutch. And this needed to be a 10-point lead by the Cavs at home, not a 10-point deficit through the first quarter. It's going to get tougher and tougher to climb this hill the deeper we go into this game against the Knicks team, who's played 4 games fewer than the Cavs. 11 by Cat, 6 by Bridges, who's perfect, 3 for 3. Brunson with 5. Anunoby perfect, 2 for 2 at 6. And the bench for the Cavs, Schroeder and Strus, does have a 3 each tonight. So that's a good sign. The bench was horrific the last game. Cat up fake. Drives on Mobley. Inside the key. Cat. No good off the mark. Rebound secured by Mobley. Out of the pack. Schroeder will push tempo into the hands of Merrill. Right baseline dribble. And followed by Shamet. The clock will stop. 11:37 to begin the second. What's good? Don in the stream, welcome in. Isaac, welcome on the channel. Yup, OKC up 2-1. OKC looking like the deeper team by a landslide in that series. Non-shooting foul, so this will be an inbound coming up for Cleveland off a side in. Jalen Tyson checks in first time on the floor tonight. Max Strus will take a seat on the bench. Inbound goes to Mitchell. Mitchell on the floor alongside Tyson, Merrill, Schroeder, and Mobley. Mobley gave it to the wrong player. Stolen by McBride. Up the floor. Hartz. No good. Missed a layup. A rebound secured by Tyson. Sam Merrill working on Shamet at the wing. Finds Tyson at the top. Tyson defended by Hart. Handoff to Mitchell. Spider Mitchell. Crossover. Drives to the Hart. Inside the key. Skies up to the rim. Scores the 2. Cuts the deficit down to 8. Landry Shamet closed upon, works on Merrill, slides it off the Cat. Cat with 11, hungry for more. Dump off underneath McBride. Extra pass on top. Alvarado, no good, missed the 3. A rebound goes to Tyson. That was a tremendous possession there by the Knicks, though, moving the basketball inside to outside. Schroeder. Top of the key, slows down tempo. He's working on Shamet. Drives on Shamet. Inside the key, up fake. Shovel pass underneath Mobley. Shuts down the door with a 2-handed flush. Cuts the deficit down to 6. Exactly the response that Cleveland needed coming back to action. Jose Alvarado. Bounce pass off the Cat. Cat at the top of the key. As he works his way on Mobley. Fires a fastball down low. Alvarado scores the bucket. 8-point advantage for the Knicks. Racing up the floor. Mitch reaching in. Well, ahead tonight. Yeah, this is an ABC game in the U.S., so where I'm getting the ABC, I think usually when people tune in, if the game's on ABC or NBC, I'm usually ahead. The ABC station that I have, ABC Boston, is usually like 10-15 seconds ahead of the Providence station, as Mobley will head to the free throw line, shoot 2. He got followed by Cat. Yeah. Wow. So I just flipped it between channels, and there's like a 10-second difference between the ABC that I'm watching covered a game, and there's a second ABC that I have that's 10 seconds behind. It's good though that I have access to two ABCs in the area because one of them's like 50, 60 miles away. So if it's like a bad night out, then I can put it on the other ABC. That's actually what I had to do for I think it was the NBC game. It was game 2 between the Thunder and the Spurs a couple nights ago. I actually had to put it on the other station that was behind because the one that was ahead wasn't coming in that great. It was breaking up with reception. Mobley splits the free throws to the line. The rebound goes to Shamet. 7-point lead for the Knicks. New York is red hot from the floor, 13 for 21 shooting. Landry Shamet slides it off to Hart. Bounce pass into the hands to Cat. Cat outside Hart. Up fake drives on Mobley inside the paint. Josh Hart scores the bucket. Dribble drive penetration right to the rack right there for Josh Hart. Dennis Schroeder at the top, away from the play. Alvarado picks up the personal. Got 200 plus watching tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win, Knicks or Cavs. This will reset the offense. Cleveland's far side front court. Mitchell, the inbound passer. He finds Harden. James Harden, edge of the midcourt logo. Defended by Hart, 101. Screen set by Allen. Harden fires it off to Allen inside the key off the double team. Harden skies in, missed the hook shots. Drew the foul, though, so that's another personal charge to Cats. So a little bit of foul trouble right now for Cat. That's his second personal. It's going to be 2 shots at the line, and the Cavs are now in the bonus. So 2 free throws coming up by Jarrett Allen. How this game started was that the Cavs picked up 7 fouls in the first quarter, and all of a sudden the Knicks now with 4 in the second quarter. First free throw is good by Allen. D Good, welcome back in. Chris liking the Cavs tonight with Spider Mitchell to pop off. Yeah, Spider Mitchell trying to get his team back in order during the timeout huddle. In between quarters, trying to pump up his team. And right now, it looks like the Cavs have responded. Like, I'm hoping we get as many games as possible in this series. I really do hope so. I'm hoping that Cleveland can make this a series. Second free throw is good. Honest opinion, I said I think it's going to be the Knicks tonight because they've been able to wear down the Cavs, especially in the second half with big second half margins, but I'm hoping we get a series and not just a sweep, and then early next week we don't have the conference finals anymore. Alvarado attacks the paint and lost off Robinson. It's a turnover. Cleveland getting themselves back in the game. Mitchell goes wide off the dribble and lost it out of bounds. Yeah, that's a crusher. Could have put your team winning 4 or 5 if you score there, and unfortunately just lost it off the dribble in the corner and out. Josh Hart on the floor alongside Bridges, Mitchell Robinson, Jose Alvarado, Jordan Clarkson. Bridges, spin move inside the key, a jumper, mid-block, connects in the 2. Mikal Bridges, low-key, having an excellent series. 8 points now by Bridges, perfect 4 for 4 shooting. Jalen Tyson. Into the hands to Mitchell at the wing, finds Tyson rolling down. Oh, nice shovel pass down low. Allen scores the layup. Beautiful teamwork by Cleveland. And in the backcourt, Knicks keep it alive. Almost stolen by Harden, but Josh Hart able to surpass Harden. Open 3, no good off the mark. Missed by Alvarado. Tipped up to Merrill for the defensive board. Donovan Mitchell up the floor. Approaching 8 minutes left to go before halftime. Mitchell straightaway 3 off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Allen. Hand off Tyson. Tyson 10 in the timer. Tyson crossover, broke the ankles of Alvarado as he couldn't stick to him, but lost it off the crossover. Oh, man. Should have had 2 right there for Jalen Tyson. Couple plays that they're going to want back for the Cavs with turnovers. Just unable to get the handles proper. Man, he shook Jose Alvarado. Jose Alvarado off the crossover got completely fooled and out of the play and had a wide open chance to score the layup with one backside defender closing in at the last moment, but just completely lost it for Jalen Tyson. Sam Merrill, bad foul, picks up the reach and call. Brunson. His pass got taken away off the inbound, stolen by the Cavs. Another chance here for Cleveland. Harden fires it down low. Tyson lost it, broke it up out of bounds, went off the Knicks though. Lucky that this will stay Cavs ball. And Donovan Mitchell will head back to the bench. Max Strus now on the floor. Harden, the inbound passer underneath the hoop. Lobs it off to Jalen Tyson. Tyson to Harden. Strus, Allen, and Dean away to 5 in the court. Tyson attacks the paint. Tyson, kiss off the glass, score it, and 1. Coming up at the free throw line by Jalen Tyson. Big time bucket. Shooting right out of a cannon. Head full of steam to the rack for Tyson. That is huge. Getting the crowd right back into it as he is able to sail right over Mitchell Robinson, draw the contact, and somehow put it off the glass, up and in. Free throw is good. It cuts the deficit down to 4. Cavs right back in it, under 7.5 left to go before halftime. Jalen Brunson on the floor alongside Clarkson, Robinson, Bridges, and Anunoby. Bridges receives it. Bridges dribbles up to the elbow, rises for the jumper. Deep 2, off the mark, no good. A rebound, hauled in by Tyson. Jalen Tyson started to get his team going. Harden, straight line dribble drive. Harden with the left hand. James Harden, scoop score, wrapping it off the glass, scores the deuce. 7-zip run by the Cavs in the last minute and 50. Deficit down to 2. Knicks slow it down. Jalen Brunson. Top of the key, defended by Harden, 1-on-1 at the wing now. Brunson, crossover. 5 in the shot clock. Gets past Harden off the dribble, stripped it out of bounds, and it went off the Cavs. 3.9. We get a ball game. Cavs burn their 3rd timeout of the game. They're down to 4 timeouts remaining. 43-41, 6:42 left to go in action before halftime at T-Swift. Travis Kelce, both courtside seats tonight for this game at Rocket Arena. And the Cavs crawl back within 2, 43-41 as we head to the timeouts. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Yeah, pretty good production with a couple buckets by the Beard tonight. It feels like he has much more than 6 points, but tonight 6 points, 3 for 5 shooting. And he also has a block for James Harden. Jalen Tyson bringing the energy. A 3-point play, bucket and 1 over Robinson. He's got 3 rebounds and assist, plus 8 on the floor for Jalen Tyson. Humphrey, welcome in. Yeah, I think a lot of it was very lopsided with that poll. I remember when I signed in last night, it was like 70-30 on the poll. Anthony, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Jacqueline, welcome in. NB in the stream, welcome on board. Yeah, I think we have like more Spurs fans than OKC. I know a lot of people too are not like big into OKC. They don't like the style of play that they play by. Yeah, actually I posted a short video from last night. Jalen Williams, a 4-point play, and people were going off against each other in the comment section about it, how the guy flopped when he took a three, and then the OKC fans stood up and made that guy look like an embarrassment in the comments. Yup, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift out there tonight. Really good start tonight by Cat with 11. Bridges, 8 points, efficient throughout the entire series, 4 for 5 from the floor. Just great balance between the starting five for the Knicks. Brunson with 5 plus 2 assists tonight. Um, Donovan Mitchell, is he okay? Oh boy. They just showed Mitchell walking to the locker room. Bucket's good off the inbounds by Cleveland. Hoisted up the three. It bounces in. James Harden able to bury the jumper. 1-point game right now. I'm going to check up to see the status of Donovan Mitchell. He is right now not on the floor. Anunoby knocks down the J. It's good for the perimeter by OG. Donovan Mitchell right now is in the locker room. So Donovan Mitchell, during the last timeout, went to the locker room, scoring the layup. It's good. Up and in off the glass. Backdoor by Jared Allen. Back and forth we go. Hart slides in on top. Cat at the top. Lobs it off to OG. OG backs his way. Pivots on Strus inside the paint. High off the glass. Missed off the mark. A rebound goes to Harden. James Harden on the floor alongside Max Strus, Jalen Tyson. And Harden attacking the paint. Soars up and scores the layup. Tie game of 48-48. James Harden up to double figures now with 11. Mikal Bridges towards his right. Follow a shot. No good off the glass. Tad too strong. A rebound goes to Harden. The beard started to get going. James Harden with 11. Jared Allen with 10. Tyson missed the three off the back rim. Tipped up to Hart for the defensive rebounds. Josh Hart to the corner. Finds OG. Baseline dribble. Attacks the rack. Soars up. Couldn't finish. Drew the contact and the foul. 2 shots at the free throw line. Going to OG. It's on Jalen Tyson. First shot's good. Yeah, like a lot of people complaining about the Thunder. I saw a post, I think it was by Bleacher Report from last night after the game, and it was the point percentage scored at the free throw line for each team remaining in the conference finals. The Cavs had the highest at 19%, and then the Spurs and then the Knicks were around like 17%. But the Thunder had the fewest amount of points generated at the free throw line out of all 4 teams in the conference finals at 15%. Harden, up fake, inside the key, step through. Harden rattles into 2. James Harden showing up here at home tonight. Just major responses right back for the Cavs all over the place. Jalen Brunson, top of the key. Slides it off to Josh Hart. Hart, lob over to Cat. Backs his way on Dean Wade. At the mid-block, fires it off to Hart, up fake, Hart drives, kick out corner, broken up, but Bridges came away with it. OG fires the jumper off balance, no good, missed off the mark, rebound, back to the Cavs. 50 even. Down to 4:20 left to go before halftime. Evan Mobley backs his way inside. Dish out to the corner. Dean Wade takes it. Off the mark, no good. Allen battles for the rebound. Brunson, though, came away with it. Jalen Brunson pushing tempo. Brunson, head full of steam. Right past Harden to the rack. Scores the layup. Jalen Brunson once again. Coast to coast, taking it the distance. Harden, spin cycle, hounded by Hart. Inside, Harden. And Harden the turnover for James Harden. So offensive foul on James Harden. Pushing off inside on Josh Hart. It will go back to the Knicks. Jalen Brunson just targeting James Harden. Not a good sign right now for the Cavs that Donovan Mitchell headed to the locker room. 9 points tonight in 14 minutes. James Harden luckily showing up as a scorer. He's got 13 tonight. Brunson stuck at the free throw circle and called him to travel. Yeah, he went way too big of a lunge and then lost that pivot foot. Three and a half left to go before halftime. Both teams pretty even with one another on turnovers. Cavs with 7, Knicks with 6 tonight. Harden, straight line dribble drive, gets past Brunson, runner, Harden, drew the foul. 2 shots coming up the line for James Harden. So Donovan Mitchell went to the locker room halfway through the second quarter. And then looks like he's returned back to the bench for Mitchell. So Mitchell has returned back to the bench. First free throw at the line. Missed by Harden. Ronaldo, welcome in, taking the Knicks tonight. Kenny Atkinson, Mike Brown, winning a championship with Golden State under Steve Kerr back in 2022. We're going to have a timeout here taken on the floor. Knicks will burn their timeout, the second charge timeout tonight by the Knicks. 2-point lead for New York, 52-50 as we head to the timeout. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Really good game going on here tonight. Just fast tempo. Both of the offenses able to be efficient. 58% shooting by both sides. The Knicks 18 for 31. The Cavs 21 for 36. Knicks are making their threes tonight, though. 5 for 12, 42%. Knicks struggling from 3, 3 for 14. I like the game plan by the Cavs, though, that even though they're struggling 21% from 3, they're not tossing up a bunch of threes like they were earlier on in the series or in the losses against the Pistons in the previous series. They were jacking up a bunch of threes and they were bricking them. So they're going to the rim. They lead points in the paint 28-14. Knicks got the upper advantage at the free throw line, 11 for 12 at the free throw line. And Cavs up on the glass 16-11. Some offensive rebound opportunities 5-2 for Cleveland. Good to see the Cavs right in this game because they were down by 10 at one point. It was 29-19, and it's good to see that they were the cut into the deficit. But the second half, the Knicks have been another animal in the second half, plus 25 through 2 games in half 2, 125-100 in second half scoring. Ronaldo, Lakin, Clarkson, Brunson, Townsend, Hart. All 17 seasons for James Harden reaching the playoffs. We get back to action. One more free throw at the line for Harden as he missed the first one. Second free throw is good. The Philippines, Ronaldo, thanks for joining in, bud. 1 point game now. James Harden up the 14 points tonight, leading the way for Cleveland. Jalen Brunson at the left baseline, had a poke loose, got it back, finds Hart at the wing. Hart, step back three, off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Mobley. We're down to 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Cavs with an opportunity to take the lead. Mitchell back on the floor as he had the ball stripped loose from him. Ahead of the pack, Josh Hart scores the bucket. Fast break points right there for the Knicks. Positive sign to see for the Cavs that they got Donovan Mitchell back up on the floor. Harden, bounce pass, Strus, no good off the mark. Rebound goes to Cats. Gotta get to the rim if you're Cleveland. You're 28-16, leading the points in the paint. Anunoby, no good off the back rim, tipped up to the corner. Battle for the rebound. OG able to save it. Runner, Cat, no good off the mark. A rebound goes to Allen. 5 of the court look like this for the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell returning back from the locker room on the floor. James Harden, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, Max Strus, and Harden at the far side. Bumped into and fouled. That's on, yeah. Great job by Cat. Trapping Harden. Wow. Wow, that was a quick tie-up. That was a very, very quick tie-up that the officials ruled. Happened so quick. So this is going to be a jump ball at the midcourt logo between Harden and Cat. And the jump ball gets tipped to the Knicks. Jalen Brunson able to scoop it up. Knicks with possession, up by 3. Brunson. Oh, he got away with one. A jumper's good. Able to knock down Max Strus. 5-point advantage for New York. Max Strus, a fallen domino, way out of the play. James Harden on top finds Strus into the hands to Allen. Bounce pass. Strus missed the mark wide and right place, right time. Mitchell was standing in the corner. Mitchell, fall away, drew the foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Spider Mitchell. Man, Max Strus, a fallen domino in the previous possession. Jalen Brunson, oh yeah, getting away with a push-off. Miss Boozhound, welcome back in. Thanks for joining back in. I hope all is going well. Mitchell will have 2 at the line. Minute 39 left to go before half. And the first one bounced out. Yeah, tough playoffs this year. That was it felt very strange like the first week that the Celtics got eliminated. Because throughout all these years of streaming, like they're always into it in like mid-May, at least, like up until like May 14th, May 15th. So it's kind of strange that they got eliminated that early. Brunson out to the corner, Bridges, into the hands to OG. On top finds Hart. Josh Hart backs his way, a jumper to elbow. Hart sticks it. 7-point advantage for the Knicks. They are red hot from the floor. 57% shooting tonight by New York. James Harden at the top. Step back three over Brunson. Harden, no good off the mark. Rebound goes to Cats. Final minute left to go before halftime. Hart's pass broken up. Stolen by Mobley. Harden takes up the court for the Cavs. Harden, kick out, corner, three, and Max Strus, no good, left it short. Brunson finds the trailer. Anunoby attacks the rack. Anunoby goes up and draws the foul. 2 free throws coming up at the line for OG. Yeah, the issue for the Cavs is at the end of these quarters, they just cannot sustain it. Cavs have come out and crept back into the game in the early part of the quarter, and then they just keep on getting worn out by the time we get towards the end of the quarter. First free throw is good by New York. Largest lead, a 10-point lead, 29-19 for the Knicks. And then it was 37-27. Knicks led 37-27 at the end of the first. Second free throw is good by OG. Both of them good. 9-point advantage now. Donovan Mitchell. 14-second differential shot clock and game clock. Cut away with a push-off. Takes the three of Shamit. He sticks it. That's a major jumper going down by Spider Mitchell. Jalen Brunson. Edge of the midcourt logo. Working on Max Strus one-on-one. Brunson towards his left, fires the pass off to OG. Dribble drive penetration, missed the mark on the pass to Hart. It's a turnover. So out of bounds by New York. It opens up the door for the Cavs here. 6-point game, chance to get this win in 4 or 3 going into halftime. That's huge. Get the whole crowd right back into it. Mitchell Robinson gonna check on the floor right now to see if he can provide a defensive stop. Jalen Brunson will take a seat on the bench as they will have one last possession defensively to see if they can force the stop. Inbound goes to Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell across the timeline. 5 seconds left to go. Mitchell glides, working on Robinson inside the key, outside. Harden hoist up a 3. And it is short at the buzzer. An air ball by Harden. He thought he got fouled in the elbow. The referees, no call. We go into halftime. 60-54. 6-point lead for the Knicks entering half. And James Harden wondering where the foul was on the 3-point shot to close out at the end of the second quarter, but it is not there, and the referee is having to play on, and a no call going against Harden. 60-54, Knicks by 6 going into halftime to close out the first half. This New York Knicks team tonight, an absolute machine. It's only made 5 threes, but they're 38% from 3. Their specialty tonight is that they've made 5 more free throws than they did in the previous game already. Going into half, they're 13 for 14 at the free throw line. Moving the ball around extremely well. 13 assists on 21 made field goals. The Cavs, solid game from 2. The Cavs are right there, 54% shooting, 22 for 41, but they're just not making the threes. Super efficient from 2, but just missing threes. 4 for 19 tonight from 3, 21%. And then if they lose this game, if the Cavs lose this game, you look back at the free throws. 6 for 11, 55% at the line. A lot of opportunities, missing those chances. Some really bad turnovers, too, that they've lost, just completely lost the handles. 9 turnovers going into half. 7 by the Knicks. Cavs win 9. Cavs playing well downhill, getting to the paint. Plus 10 points in the paint, 28-18. But yeah, their 3 is struggling to connect. And they got to get a lot more out of Evan Mobley. 7 points at half. Minus 15 from Mobley in the first half. Luckily, James Harden showed up offensively tonight. James Harden leading the way, 14 points. at halftime. James Harden is the game leader in total points going into half. Mitchell missed the early stage of the second quarter, went to the locker room, came back in late stage of the second. 12 points by Spider Mitchell, 12 points by Jared Allen, 4 rebounds. And the bench, just major question marks off the bench for the Cavs out with a tough time. Max Strus, 1 for 5 from 3. 13 by OG, which leads the way. Cat with 11, Bridges with 10, Brunson has 9 going into halftime. 2 players with 3 assists each between Cat and Hart, 2 assists each by a trio between Brunson, Bridges, and Shamet. They're moving the ball really well for the Knicks. All right, gonna get Mr. Thompson a couple minutes from now. It is, if you guys didn't know, Saturday, May 23rd, 2026 is World Turtle Day. So big ups to Mr. back here in a few minutes. We got Mr. Tops coming up in a couple moments. Stay tuned. All right, here we go, channel mascot. World Turtle Day today for Mr. Tops. There you go, buddy. Mr. Tops very slow today. Yep. He's just staring, trying to figure out what game this is right now. Mr. Tops actually feels cold right now. Yeah, it's a little bit colder in the house. We're going to have to get that heated up for you, buddy. Need you nice and warm. There you go. Hopefully we can get your steps to rise in there. But say hello to Mr. Tops on this World Turtle Day. He's much faster than this. He's usually a lot more active. Unfortunately, today he's just staring you guys down. I think Mr. Tops wants to know what's up, what's happening. Any wise words for the rest of the game? Nah, he's just looking forward to the next season of Celtics basketball. Nope. Big shout out to Siegel with a lettuce fund for you. Yeah, if it wasn't for Siegel, there you go. He just nodded. Thank you, Siegel. I got to get that piece of fur off your head. Yeah, we get the neighbor's golden retriever staying with us for like 10 days while the neighbor is away. So yeah, poor Mr. Tops had a piece of fur on his head. Yeah, I know. It didn't hurt, buddy. Good job. Say bye-bye to all your fans. There you go. Bye-bye, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you for the next one tomorrow. Western Conference tomorrow. Spurs and Thunder, buddy. He just blinked. Yeah, so he eats a lot of lettuce, clovers. He eats a lot of greens that Mr. Tops has. I'm gonna put back Mr. Tops, and then we'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, right now at halftime here, Carly. Mike, thanks for joining in. Appreciate you here for finding my channel. MJ the GOAT, welcome in. Glad to have you guys in the stream again. XX Dev back on the channel. Welcome back in here, man. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe right now at halftime. Really good game we got going on. Cavs down by 6. This Knicks team been absolutely clutch. And I kind of feel like this is not a good sign for Cleveland because Jalen Brunson is just going to get better and better throughout the course of the game. And then once we get into the fourth quarter, he completely takes over. This Knicks team is shooting the cover off the ball. 57% from the floor, 93% at the free throw line. Like, a lot of missed free throws by the Cavs, and that could cost them the game tonight. But Cleveland needs to come out like they did. It was that Game 5 matchup against the Pistons where they went on like a 23-zip run. They need like one of those second halves here for the Cavs that they are just red hot. And I'm not sure if they're going to get that because the Knicks are the top team in the NBA playoffs and field goal shooting percentage. The Cavs are failing to string together stops. And the Achilles heel tonight for the Cavs, that has been closing out the quarters offensively. Like, they're having a tough time towards the end of the quarters going empty during their last couple of trips from the floor. Missing shots from 3. Having a rough game from 3. So if the Knicks are able to stretch this lead, that is going to be bad for Cleveland. Because Cleveland probably is going to go into panic mode once the time ticks down, getting later into the game, and then starts to go more 3-point based instead of 2-point based. And then if they're bricking their threes, then they're just panicking and going to go down to 0-3. Yeah, Mobley has been like a non-factor tonight. They need to get a lot more out of their bench guys, too. Max Strus, 1 for 5 tonight. Sam Merrill, Jalen Tyson, missing a 3. Schroeder made the lone 3. As a team off the bench, they are 2 for 8 from 3-point range. So just nothing generated off the bench for those guys. And the Knicks are playing really well. Like, they're moving the ball around. A lot of great extra passes, setting up their teammates. I think also it's going to depend on who can take over in the second half. Jalen Brunson right now with 9 points. He's usually getting better by the quarter once this game progresses. Mitchell with 12. Mitchell went to the locker room and then came back in. Mr. Tops like kale. We actually have never tried kale with Mr. Tops. So he does romaine lettuce. We usually give him a lot of clovers. There's like another type of green plant that he likes too. He can eat strawberries too. He just has to like eat them in moderation. Ronaldo from the Philippines liking the Knicks tonight. Right now, Knicks up in the poll, 62%, leading for the Knicks. 62-38. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Julio, welcome in. He's liking Knicks and OKC in the finals. Wow, entire season, 2 million. Wow, incredible. Yeah, big time growth here this year. It definitely helps out with all the shorts too that I keep on posting. Big shout out to assist.com hitting me up on the shorts, as we've been getting a lot of viewership out of that, which is great. A lot of good progress there out of the shorts, which is awesome. Hey, what's good, Michelangelo? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Hope all is going well, bud. Good start tonight offensively for James Harden. 14 points for him in this game. Needing everything possible to Harden tonight to have a shot. And here we go. About to start off the third quarter of action. Right to left on the floor for the Knicks. The Knicks with the white jerseys today. Orange numbers, orange letters. Left to right for the Cavs. Dark blue jerseys, the 2000s era LeBron jerseys. White numbers, white letters. Knicks with an open possession. Burying the three. OG Anunoby rips down the triple. They pick off where they left off. An efficient 57% from the floor. In the opening half of action for New York. Lob Mobley deflected looking for Allen. Picked off by Brunson. Brunson racing down the floor for New York. Bounce pass into the hands to OG. OG defended by Mitchell. Far baseline and dribbles up low block. Outside Hart. Hart works on Hart and fires a bullet. But missed the mark wide. trying to thread the needle, sailing out of bounds. Not a good decision there by Josh Hart, trying to find Bridges at the low block. Just way too fast of a pass away from Bridges. Mitchell driving. Kick out. Wing. 3. Mobley. A splash from the perimeter. Right on cue there for Evan Mobley, needing to knock down a 3-ball in the second half and gets in the opening minutes. 6-point game. Bridges into the hands of Brunson. Jalen Brunson, jumper, deep 2, buries it. Wow, on the top of a mountain overlooking Canyon Lake. That's incredible. Wow, that's awesome. Evan Mobley, handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell, inside the key. A turnaround jumper over OG. Donovan Mitchell knocks down the J. Back and forth we go. Cavs need to string together stops to have a shot. Both teams shooting the ball extremely well. 59% for the Knicks, 56% for the Cavs. Cat into the hands to Hart. Outside finds Brunson. Jalen Brunson at the wing. Crossover takes on Dean Wade. Towards his left off the dribble. Slides it off to Hart. Launches the 3-5 of the shot clock. Missed off the mark. A rebound secured by Wade. Outlet pass up the floor. Broken up by Hart. And loose. Picked up by Bridges with a steal. Up the court for New York. OG. At the wing off the crossover. Anunoby attacks the paint. Oh, nice pass. Flung down low. Mikal Bridges scores the 2. Incredible dime there by Anunoby. 8-point advantage. Cavs with possession at the wing of the perimeter for Cleveland. James Harden now at the top. Working on Brunson into the hands of Mobley. Finds Harden edge of the midcourt logo. 8 in the timer. Mobley driving inside. Mobley, his pass broken up, looking for Allen. Intercepted. Brunson with a steal. Brunson, handoff. OG off the Hart. Backs his way. Quadruple team lost it. No call with the referees. Stolen by the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell at the wing. Dribbles up inside. Euro step goes up. Stripped and out. It was off the Knicks. Clock will stop with 9:09 remaining in the third. This has been a really solid game here with the shot making going off. Both teams high efficient level. 59% by the Knicks, 55% by the Cavs. Inbound corner jumper. Spida Mitchell buries the triple. Big time shot by Mitchell. Puts his team within 5. What's good? Pure in the stream. Thanks for joining in. Glad to have you in the channel. Jalen Brunson off the crossover. Gets past Mitchell. Jumper deep 2. Left short off the rim. A rebound goes to Dean Wade for Cleveland. Mitchell with possession. Mitchell defended by Bridges on the outside. Towards his right off the dribble. Pocket pass. Mobley rolls down. Mobley no good, but got fouled. 2 shots coming up in the line for Evan Mobley. It's going to stop the clock with 8:34. Foul charge to Anunoby. Yeah, that's awesome out in Canyon Lake for Micah Angelo out there. I've never been to Arizona. My girlfriend a couple of years ago went to Sedona. She said it was incredible out there. Yeah, hopefully this summer. My big goal is to hike up a mountain this summer. Probably like up towards like New Hampshire or Vermont or Western Mass. I went up a mountain a couple of years ago. Some nice views to it. It was in the Lakes region in New Hampshire. Bilal Muhammad on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Free throws good at the line, cutting the deficit down to 3 for the Cavs. Knicks with possession. Cat at the top. Slides it off to Hart. Hart steps into a 3. Missed off the mark. A rebound secured by Harden. Mitchell past the timeline. Donovan Mitchell off the crossover. Steps into the open 3. Had a great look. Couldn't send it down. The rebound went to Cat. Knicks with the basketball. Jalen Brunson. Past the timeline. Finds Cat at the top. Fires it down low. Bridges scores. Right past the defense. Good for 2. That was an absolute bullet of a pass there by Cat with an assist. 14 now by Bridges on an efficient 7 for 9 tonight. Mobley in the corner. Mobley attacks the paint. Outside Wade. Dean Wade into the hands to Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, 5 in the shot clock. Edge in the midcourt logo, fires it down low, tried to repeat what Cat did, but this time got broken up by Cat, picked off by OG, up the floor, backdoor layup, right past the defense, Mikal Bridges scores the 2. Timeout on the floor, taken by Kenny Atkinson. 71-64, the Knicks just keep on shutting down the door. OG Anunoby off the fast break, they had numbers. And right past the defense, incredible bounce pass. Splitting the defense, sprinting up the floor, leading to the Bridges layup. 71-64 as we head to the timeout. We'll be back in a couple moments. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges. Outstanding game by the two tonight. 16 points for both of them. Bridges is 80% shooting, 8 for 10. 16 by OG. Outstanding. Yeah, both guys have been playing really well throughout the playoffs. Best of luck there, needing Miles McBride one more three-point shot for Pierre tonight. Kyra Lee, welcome in from the Philippines. Team Gillis, Philippine superstar Jordan Clarkson, the flamethrower time. Looking for Clarkson to go off. And Jordan Clarkson playing 3 minutes tonight so far. Adele, welcome back in. Yeah, turnovers start to pile up for the Cavs. 13 turnovers now. Knicks win 9. Some just amazing passes by New York. That's been a difference in this game, has been the assists. 17-10 now. Total assists for the Knicks. Like, the chemistry is popping through the roof with these guys. Like, they're playing so well. And they realize that what got them eliminated last year, they just played a slower tempo offense in the playoffs, and they had guys just worn down, run to the ground with Tibbs as the head coach last year. And this year, they've upped the tempo, they've upped the play, they took a page out of the Pacers playbook, and they are scoring a rapid fire off the fast break. 13-0 fast break points for the Knicks. They are making the Cavs pay off of turnovers. It seems like a lot more than 15 points scored off of turnovers. 15, 14 points off turnovers in favor of New York. Hey, welcome back in, Siegel, once again. We just had Mr. Tops out at halftime, Siegel. We get back to action. 7-point game. Mobley with a possession. Handoff Harden on the floor alongside Mitchell, Allen, and Wade. Mobley. His pass broken up. Intercepted by Bridges. Finds Cat up the floor. Into the hands to Brunson. Brunson drives an Allen. Circles his way around. And a nice step through with a left hand. No good. Tipped off the mark. Offensive rebound. Putbacks there for 2 by Cat. 9-point advantage now for the Knicks. Just scrapping for that offensive rebound. Put back there for Anthony Towns. Mitchell on Shamet. And a foul charge to the Knicks, reaching in with Landry Shamet. Games 1 and 3 against the Hawks. Mikal Bridges just 8 for 22. 36%. Game 3, he scored no points against the Hawks. Ever since Game 4, things have really clicked in for the Knicks on a 9-game winning streak. Max Strus fires the 3, bricks the 3, and Max Strus well off the mark, and he came up with a loose ball down. Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell, runner right over Cat, got it a drop. 7-point game, needed that one there for the Cavs. Inbound goes to Bridges. Cleveland trying to full court pressure the Knicks. Bridges going quick up the floor. Finds Cat in the corner. Into the hands of Bridges. Bridges scores up and off the window. That was the gamble, the full court pressure defense. Cavs not able to get set back defensively. 9-point lead again for New York. And a turnover. Charge to James Harden off a big ew. He dribbled it off his shoe. Man, that is a crusher for Cleveland. Here you are trying to get back into this game on a track meet, and that just hurts you. And luckily for them, Cat, early in the shot clock, not a good decision. Pulled up on a 3, bricked it off the rim short. James Harden stripped, get it back. Outside found Mitchell. Push pass, corner 3. Strus got one. Finally, Max Strus knocks down a 3, which he is now 2 for 7 tonight from 3. 6-point game, a runner, Brunson, runner. As he was leading into contact, got the call. And 2 free throws coming up at the line for Brunson. James Harden still talking about a couple possessions ago with a turnover that he got charged to. Knicks been automatic tonight at the free throw line. Yeah, really good job adjusting for Mike Brown, not putting Mitchell Robinson in during like any critical scenarios when they had bonus opportunities. And Mitchell Robinson has played just 4 minutes tonight. First shot by Brunson is good. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. I'll be back tomorrow night covering Game 4 between Spurs and Thunder. Second shot by Brunson. And that is good. Yeah, Knicks just keep on shutting down the door tonight. Jalen Brunson, 13 points. 56% from the floor. They've been high efficiency all game long. Cavs right there, 54%. Harden. His 3 missed off the rim short to rebound, hauled by Robinson. So right now, Robinson's in the game. Both of these teams well away from being in the bonus. Approaching the 5-minute mark left to go in the third. Brunson, near side baseline, gutted away to Anunoby. Ball got broken up by Merrill. Stolen. Up the floor, Strus shovels off to Merrill. Merrill circles his way back outside to the perimeter. Mitchell on top. Mitchell drives, head full of steam to the cup. No good, missed the layup. Rebound, ripped away by Robinson. Knicks with possession. Pass midcourt, Bridges. Cross-court connects with Brunson. Jalen Brunson working on Strus at the elbow, finds Anunoby. OG, head full of steam, right to the rack, soars up and puts it through with a 2-hand jam. 10-point lead, largest one of the game for the Knicks. Cavs cross midcourt, needing to respond back this possession with a bucket. Mitchell at the top of the key, working on Brunson. Fires the jumper straight away. Mitchell off the back rim, no good. Tipped up and into the hands to Brunson. Out of the pack, Jalen Brunson. Drives on Mitchell. Off the floor, Brunson. Piss off the glass, scores. Up and in. Off the backboard. Largest lead right here, right now for New York. All of a sudden, Cleveland going stone cold. Got to get away from the 3 ball. Does not help them out tonight. Harden, dump off down low. Allen draws the foul. 2 shots at the line coming up by Allen. So he got contacted going up for the layup by Robinson. Jalen Brunson, by the minute, gets stronger and stronger. in the course of a 48-minute game. Jalen Brunson, who had 9 at the half, has scored 6 points in the third quarter. 15 in the game, 5 for 10 shooting. And he is a plus 15 on the floor, and a number 2 plus behind Cat, a plus 16. Padding the stat sheet, 13, 7, and 6 tonight by Cat. Plus 3 steals, no turnovers for him. He had 6 in the first game. First shot was missed at the line by Allen. Critical missed free throws tonight for the Cavs. The Knicks are almost perfect. 15 for 16 tonight by New York. Cleveland struggling to knock down free throws. Second one is good. Just 9 for 15 as a team at the free throw line. Really just a crushing 6 free throws that were missed. Could put their team winning 5 if you make all those free throws. Jalen Brunson working on Harden. Baseline dribble. Step back jumper. Deep to Brunson. Buries it. Jalen Brunson on a burner in Q3. Largest lead of the night right here, right now. Harden, 15-footer, connects in the 2. Big response right back by James Harden. As we are under 3.5 left to go. In the third quarter, Shamet finds Bridges, gets to his spot, jumper off the mark, offensive rebound, Robinson, McBride, backpedals to the corner. Taking on Strus, baseline dribble, Deuce McBride towards the far side corner. Right block, gets position, no good off the mark, and drew the foul. And if this is on the shot, will be 2 free throws. James Harden, just no contest guarding Jalen Brunson. James Harden now a minus 11 on the floor despite producing 16 points tonight. Miles McBride will have 2 free throws here. Buries the first one. Evan Mobley will check back in. Evan Mobley a minus 18. Mitchell a minus 18. Jalen Tyson a positive plus 8 when he was out there for 7 minutes. I talked about it at the end of the second quarter. This is very concerning. The end of quarters for Cleveland. Like, they're hanging in the early stage of the quarters, but in the tail ends of each quarter, they're struggling. These guys are completely exhausted, completely gassed. They've played 4 games more than what the Knicks have played in the playoffs. Evan Mobley backs his way. Strus fires the jumper, missed off the mark. The 3 is just not there. Rebound goes to Hart. 7 for 27, 26% from 3 tonight for the Cavs. Josh Hart at the top. Into the hands to Shamet on the floor alongside McBride, Brunson, and Mitchell. And Shamet, what was that? On the wrong page with Josh Hart. Terrible turnover. That is exactly what Cleveland needs to get themselves back in the game. Great timeout taken by Mike Brown here to regather his team. 4 timeouts remaining by the Knicks. That was a horrific turnover. If this was like a close game, fourth quarter, that would be the big ew out of biggest ews in a long, long time. Just Landry Shamet threw it to nobody out of bounds. Just not on the same page with Josh Hart. 85-72, timeout on the floor, 13-point lead for the Knicks. Luckily, the Knicks are up. So that would have been a killer if they were the team that was trailing that made that turnover. They've got the room to make those mistakes. Just can't make that same mistake twice. I mean, these are paid professional guys making millions, so that one is a crusher. Except their team's up by 13. So at the end of the game, we'll probably not remember that unless somehow the Cavs do come back and win this game and steal it. Yeah, that's going to be a critical missed possession if that does happen. Deadpool Party, welcome in. Wow, he's got the Cavs coming on back to win by 1. Yeah, that turnover then would be remembered as a changing point in this game. Seagull going for the Thunder. Tomorrow I'll be back live with Thunder Spurs tomorrow. Yeah, I would love to see a 7-game series, but unfortunately, based on the matchup and that this Cavs team just has been exhausted by the Knicks, it's going to get tougher and tougher the deeper we go into this round. Knicks shooting the ball so well. 57% from the floor. Just their passing is so crisp and clean. 18 points by Bridges. He is 9 for 12 shooting. OG, 18 points, 5 for 8 shooting. 17 by Brunson, who has scored 8 this quarter. 13, 7, and 6 for points, rebounds, and assists by Cap. If you're new to the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well. And I will be back live tomorrow night covering Spurs against Thunder. Yep, definitely Sam Merrill needs to get his mojo back. The bench has been poor for the Cavs. Strus 2 for 8 off the bench from 3. Merrill yet to score 0 for 2 from the floor. No points in 14 minutes. Tyson with 3. Schroeder with 3. 12 bench points by the Cavs. Knicks with 10. Knicks are starter heavy. They got 4 guys double figures for starters. Both teams do. Yeah, Mitchell with 19, 16 Harden, Mobley 12, 13 Allen. Evan Mobley, 5 turnovers, man. James Harden, 5 turnovers, just 2 assists. That usually doesn't end up well. When James Harden has more turnovers than assists, usually the game doesn't end up in the favor of Cleveland. I'll be back for the timeout. 13-point game. Cavs with possession. 2.5 left to go in the third. Dennis Schroeder hands it off to Merrill. Bounce pass going down low. Mobley dunks it through with a 2-hand finish. Great possession coming onto the timeout for Cleveland. Jalen Brunson on the floor alongside Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, Landry Shamet, and Miles McBride. Brunson, top of the key. Dribbles up. Runner. Brunson in and out. We get a foul. It's going to send Brunson to the free throw line. Two shots coming up by Brunson. Nobody in deep foul trouble for the Knicks. 2-1 or 0 for personal fouls. Donovan Mitchell with 3. Sam Merrill has 3 fouls, and it was Schroeder who picked up the previous foul. First free throw is good by Brunson. Second shot is good. Able to make the most out of their opportunities tonight at the free throw line. 2 minutes left to play in the third. James Harden crossing the timeline. Pocket pass finds Schroeder. Dribbles up low block. Defended by Brunson. Back out to the wing. Schroeder. Lob goes to Harden. Takes on Brunson. 6 in the timer. Harden off the double team. Gets in the way. Schroeder outside. Merrill. Merrill fires the 3. Open up the bank right there. Cha-ching. Knocks down the 3. Off glass for Sam Merrill. Finally buries his first triple of the night. Strus trips up Brunson off the dribble. That's a nice 3 by Sam Merrill, giving this team confidence. One more fall this quarter by Cleveland. That would send the Knicks into the bonus, the 4th personal in the quarter by the Cavs. Inbound goes to Hart. Hart defended by Harden. Into the hands to Brunson. 15 in the timer. Jalen Brunson, top of the key, works on Harden. 1-on-1. Brunson, spin cycle. Brunson, step through. Off the glass, no good, out of bounds. Last touched off Mobley. This will stay. Knicks ball, 14 in the shot clock. Wow, if Jalen Brunson got that shot to drop, that would be insane. That was just so tough that he even got off that shot attempt. Referees are talking about, I think, the shot clock, whether it needed to be reset to 14 or not. I thought that hit all glass. I thought that shot clock clearly hit all grass. So the three officials, Tony Brothers, Tyler Ford, Minas Petraeus, talking about the previous call. I think they're just trying to figure out time off the shot clock right now. Right now, it's a minute 15 left to play in the third quarter, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Okay, yeah, it was a shot clock error. So they were just trying to figure out the time off the shot clock. Yeah, it did not hit the rim. So there's 5 seconds on the shot clock. The shot clock reset when it shouldn't have reset. 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Knicks off the inbound underneath their hoop. Brunson, the inbound passer. Lobs it off to McBride in the corner. McBride launches the jumper off the mark. No good. Tipped up and the rebound controlled by Strus out of the pack. Into the hands to Schroeder. As we approach the final minute left to go in this third quarter, James Harden, top of the key, takes on Brunson. Harden, crossover, gonna do it himself. Drives on Brunson inside, over Robinson, got it a drop, plus the foul. And the one covered up in the line by the beard. And it's an 8-point game. Good version on the James Harden right there. Able to get a hold of his 1-on-1 matchup, score over Brunson, and drew the foul. Mitchell Robinson at the last moment tried to contest just a little bit over the outstretched fingertips of Robinson off the late contest. James Harden and 1. Free throw's good. Cuts the deficit down to 7. Cavs playing for their playoff lives tonight as we're in the final minute remaining in the quarter. Josh Hart, top of the key, working on Harden. Slides it off to Brunson. Brunson defended by Schroeder, 1-on-1. Brunson at the wing. 8 on the timer. Brunson dribbles up. Step back jumper deep to buries it. Jalen Brunson, 20-burger on the floor tonight. 21 points, 12 this quarter by Brunson. Schroeder on the outside. Mobley tees up the 3, missed off the mark, batted to the perimeter. Harden, offensive rebound. 12-second differential, shot clock, game clock to close out. Go to halftime. James Harden working on Hart, top of the key, a crossover. Harden, step back 3 over Hart, skidded off the rim, short offensive rebound, controlled by Strus, baseline dribble, shovel pass Mobley, right to the rack, soars up and dunks it with a 2-handed jam. 7-point game, final seconds left to go. Brunson dribbles, drives over the top with Robinson. Got it off an alley-oop slam. Full court shot, wide at the buzzer. The Knicks able to execute with 1/10 of a second left. Jalen Brunson sprinting up the floor, lobbing to Robinson to dunk it through with 1/10 of a second on the clock to close out the third. 91-82, a Knicks 9-point lead as we close out at the end of 3. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. We are now on to the fourth quarter coming up in just a moment. Jalen Brunson, just insane. Like, the Cavs had a slam dunk previous to that. Evan Mobley throws down a dunk with 6.9 seconds remaining, and Jalen Brunson just sprints up the floor and lobs it to Robinson, and they execute with 0.1 remaining on the clock. Just incredible use of time for this Knicks squad. Like, this Knicks team is just so fundamentally sound. Like, they are locked in, they are in it, engaged, connecting together, the team chemistry popping off. I have to say that besides the threes and the missed free throws, the Cavs, they have had some turnover issues. The defense has not been good, but I mean, their offense has been keeping them in this game. They just cannot provide the stops. Like, they're playing really well offensively. They're shooting 53% from the floor, but losing tonight because this Knicks team is just a machine. 57%. Jalen Brunson is just built different in the second half of playoff games. 12 points in the quarter. Brunson now with 4 assists. 7 for 13 shooting. Entered halftime with 9. That's why I talked about earlier on in the game. I was really worried about the Cavs when they got down by 10 at the end of the first quarter. When they were trailing going into halftime. They were down at the half by 6. I mean, that's a manageable game, but for the Cavs, they need to be up by 6. More preferably 15, 20, 25, 30 for the Cavs because they blew a 22-point lead in game 1. They needed to build this lead to a gigantic lead because Jalen Brunson gets better by the minute. And now about to get into the fourth quarter, he's about to take over. Yeah, Jalen Brunson, basically playoffs in a nutshell for him. Slow start, first quarter. Second quarter, improvement. Third quarter, getting going. Rising up. And then fourth quarter, clutch, takeover Brunson. That's basically the quarter terminology of what Jalen Brunson does by quarter basis for him. 9-point lead, Cavs with the basketball. They shot just 4 for 19 from 3 in the first half. Better in the third quarter, 4 for 11. Mitchell, runner, rattled out. Rebound goes to Cats. Right to left in the floor for the Knicks. Josh Hart on the floor alongside McBride, Bridges, Cat, and Shamet. Brunson starts off the fourth on the bench. 10 in the timer. Cat defended by Mobley. Outside Hart, 5 of the shot clock. Handoff, Shamet fires the 3. Missed off the rim short. Tipped off the glass by Hart. Missed off the mark. Rebound goes to Mobley. Evan Mobley on the floor alongside Mitchell, Allen, Strus, and Tyson. Jalen Tyson. Top of the key. Bounce past Mitchell. Mitchell, crossover, works on Shamet. Outside, Merrill. Into the hands to Mitchell. Launches, 31-footer straight away. And see, that's what you cannot have if you're Cleveland. Shot clock violation. Mitchell off a rainbow 3, well short. Travis Kelce chugging an old Milwaukee beer with courtside seats right now. 9-point lead for the Knicks. Knicks with possession. Josh Hart. Lost it at the top. Right place, right time for Cat to scoop it up. Cat defended by Mobley. Fires it off to the corner. Hart elevates for the 3. Josh Hart cans the triple. Huge possession for the Knicks. Absolutely huge. Josh Hart off a botched possession. Should have been a turnover. Drills a 3 out of it. Merrill off to Allen. Runner. No good. Missed the bunny. Outlet pass. Hart. Ahead of the pack. A Euro step. Bridges scores the 2. 14-point lead for the Knicks. Timeout again taken by Kenny Atkinson. This New York Knicks squad, an absolute machine. and Jalen Brunson was not on the floor during that period of time. The New York Knicks gassing up for fuel under $4 a gallon. It looks like that this Cleveland Cavaliers team is stuck out in California at the pump in a full-out traffic jam waiting for $8 gas. 96-82, 10-19 left to go in the fourth quarter as the Knicks have expanded their lead to 14 as we head to the timeout. Holy moly. Man, Josh Hart, baseball pass down the floor. Bridges just so efficient. Nobody has been able to stop Bridges at all in this series. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. 20 tonight by Bridges. Len Rusi on the stream, liking the Knicks to sweep. Ricky, welcome in. Yeah, this is unfortunate right now. Tony, glad to have you back in. Yes, the Cavs need a miracle. Yeah, must win for Cleveland and gonna have to dig deep and string together consecutive stops. They just haven't been able to do that tonight. Cal Bridges is shooting 26 for 35 in this series, almost making 3/4 of his shots. Yeah, this Knicks team just gets out so quickly on fast break. Like, the Cavs need to be sprinting back. It's been a couple issues for the Cavs tonight. Missed threes, missed free throws, and then fast break defense. 0 points by Cleveland off the fast break. The Knicks with 17. Yeah, they need to upgrade their bench. Bench just not there tonight. Max Strus, tough game off the bench for him. 2 for 8 shooting. Sam Merrill just can't connect on the shots. 3 by Merrill. Tyson's got 3. Schroeder with 3. Too bad. And James Harden basically bouncing around from team to team. He'll be on another team next year. Just James Harden just is not the answer in deep playoff series matchups. And I feel for Donovan Mitchell too, because this is going to be another conference finals that he looks like he comes up empty. Strus goes up, stripped to the rim. Too bad. Just such a fun player to watch too. Harden, the inbound passer. Lobs it off to Allen around the perimeter, finds Strus. Max Strus, it's going to be a kickball violation on the Knicks. Mitchell, Strus, Allen, Merrill, and Harden. That's the 5 in the court. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is first conference finals. I think I'm at NBA finals. Merrill, jumper's good. Needed that one right there. Merrill cuts it down to 11. Hat has it top of the free throw circle. And away from the play, we get a foul. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen with Kenny Atkinson. If the Cavs do get swept, I think that should be under consideration too. Potentially thinking about changing, but I don't think they're going to think about that. It's only year 2 with him, especially how game 1 went down. It's just right now, game 1 that went down horribly. But based on these games, it's just they're completely worn out. Like, it's not really much that he can do. He's calling the right timeouts tonight. Game 1, it was not good. This poor Cavs team has played 4 more games than the Knicks that they're just completely gassed. Mitchell at the line, shooting 2. First one's good. I heard a lot of people talking about LeBron possibly taking a pay cut and closing out his career in Cleveland. So people have been talking about that. They're going to have him split the free throws. The Knicks take the timeout. 9:18 remaining fourth quarter. Mitchell will have one more free throw coming up out of the timeout. Yeah, that trade made 0 sense when trading Garland straight up for Harden when James Harden is probably going to be playing elsewhere next year. Like 36-year-old James Harden to save your team, like that should not be the answer. Yeah, they really got to upgrade the bench for the Cavs. Crazy money that Evan Mobley is making. Like, that's just a tough contract that they're stuck with too. Yeah, they're Cavs are really screwed in the offseason. If Jarrett Allen goes elsewhere, that would be a huge loss. Okay, so he's actually signed through 2030 for Jarrett Allen. But if he gets sent like elsewhere via a trade, that's a huge loss for them. First quarter was Knicks 37, Cavs 27. Yeah, Mikal Bridges has 20 right now. Hey, what's good, RFK in the stream? Welcome back in. So Mitchell's going to have one more free throw. Mitchell has 20. Brunson leads the way with 21, and Mitchell couldn't make the second one. Bridges with 20, OG with 18. Knicks with possession. Brunson on the floor with Cat, Shamit, Bridges, and Hart. 5 of the shot clock, Josh Hart. Handoff, Brunson drives on Allen, skip pass, corner, 3, Landry, Shamit, bullseye, rips in the triple. That was right at the end of the shot clock. A beautiful use of the whole 24 seconds by New York. Jarrett Allen, runner, left short, tipped off the mark, into the hands of Mitchell, offensive rebound. 10 in the shot clock for Donovan Mitchell. Drives downhill, runner, no good. Tap-ins there for 2 by Allen. Chips into the deficit, down by 11. Knicks have won 9 straight games in a row. 9 out of their 10 wins in the playoffs by double digits. Jalen Brunson under 10 in the shot clock. Top of the key defended by Mitchell. Brunson at the wing, 4 to shot clock. Towards his right, bounce pass in the middle. Hart, turn around, no good off the glass. Offensive rebound, new 14. Outside Shamit buries another 3. 102-88. That's a gigantic crusher for the Cavs that they couldn't come up with a defensive board. Man, it seems like the Knicks are executing every 40 seconds, scoring a bucket. And the jumper is good from the outside by Cleveland, getting themselves winning 11. Good pull-up J right there from the outside by Max Strus, and in the backcourt, it's going to be a reach and fall charge to Strus. Man, the ball movement's been incredible by New York tonight. Like, it's all unselfish basketball, extra passes. Like, the late shot clock operation, this is championship level stuff, what New York's doing, led by Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, back-to-back assists. Brunson now with 5 assists tonight. Top of the key defended by Harden. 12 of the shot clock, switch guarded by Mobley. Brunson under 8 in the timer. Sends it off to a Shamit. Shamit, 5 of the shot clock. Contested 3 over Harden. He buries it. Landry Shamit cannot miss in the fourth quarter. 14-point lead, 9 this quarter with 3 straight threes missed off the mark by Strus, tipped up the Bridges, defensive rebound in the backcourt followed by Strus, and this game slipping away from the Cavs. When you get a guy popping off the bench like that, then big ups to New York. Gonna be up 3-0 in 7 minutes. Wow. Absolutely an incredible culture that they built this year for its Knicks squad. Year 1 with Mike Brown, Jalen Brunson, defended by Harden, 8 on the shot clock, 1-on-1, step back 3, Brunson off the mark, offensive rebound, Cat goes up, Cat gets, no, it's on Cat, over the back. Cat over the back, personal foul. That really would have taken Cleveland out of the game. Yeah, he was pushing off Allen, going over the back for the rebounds. So Cleveland down by 14. Cat just picked up his 4th. They just haven't shot the ball well tonight for the Cavs from 3-point line. No good. Mitchell missed off the glass, contested by OG at the rim. Knicks have it right back. OG. Hand off to Brunson. The clock just keeps on ticking down. New York's just playing the shot clock excellent. 5 of the shot clock. Jalen Brunson off the double team. Drives on Mitchell. 1-on-1. Attacks the paint. Scoop score with a left-hand layup. Jalen Brunson just so clutch. 6 minutes left to go. Mobley. Drives on Cat, bobbled it, got it back. Mobley fall away. This possession all the sorts and rattles into two somehow, some way. Jalen Brunson in the backcourt, being pressured by Max Strus, crosses the timeline. Bounce pass behind his back, sets up Shamitz. Every single possession, they're taking it down to under double digits. 8 in the timer. Anunoby rips in the three. It's a laser from the outside by OG. Just an absolute offensive clinic by the New York Knicks. Mobley around the rim and out to miss the three. Rebound secure by OG. 58% from the floor. 40 for 69. Shooting tonight by the Knicks. Anunoby, drive, kick, corner, three, Bridges, skipped around the rim and out to rebound secure by Strus. 5 minutes left to go. Knicks with still 3 timeouts left. Cavs with 2, and the Cavs bury it. Spider Mitchell knocks down the 3, puts his team within 14. Timeout on the floor taken. 4:57 left to go. The Knicks burn a timeout. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, right now in the timeout, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Jalen Brunson just too good tonight. 23 points, 6 assists, 20 by Bridges, super efficient by Bridges. Bridges shooting around 75% from the floor in this series. OG Anunoby with 21. Those two guys, Bridges and OG, really stepping up in this playoffs. Cat with 13, 8, and 7, plus 3 steals, and points, rebounds, and assists. Josh Hart with 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals tonight by Hart. Off the bench, Landry Shamitz. Major in this fourth quarter for Shamitz. 12 points. 4 made threes. He had 3 made threes in a row. Landry Shamitz just going absolutely nuclear in this fourth quarter. And that's the difference in this game. You got 12 points off the bench through Shamitz, a 14-point lead for the Knicks. That's a humongous difference maker, that they have one guy popping off the bench. 5 players double figures. Cavs with 4 players double figures. Mitchell with 23, 19 for Harden, 18 Mobley, 15 Allen. 5 turnovers tonight, each by Harden and Mobley. 4 turnovers by Mitchell. Yeah, they have 15 turnovers tonight as a team. And the inability to make a 3 has haunted Cleveland tonight. 31% from 3 for them. The Knicks, 41% from the perimeter. Big difference maker in this game has been fast break points. The Knicks lead that factor 17-4. We are under 5 minutes left. So we are under 5 minutes left. This game is not final. For some reason, my clock just is showing 0 for some reason. We have 4:54 left. Huh. 110.96. That's weird why my clock is showing. I'm going to see if I can resync. I think it's a glitch in the clock that they're using right now. 4:50 left. Yeah, it's like a glitch in the clock for some reason. 110.96, 4:40 left to go. So this game is not final just yet. Brunson, jumper to elbow, missed off the mark. Rebound goes to Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell with possession. We're at 4.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Into the hands to Harden. Oh. Holy smokes, what just happened? The Max Headroom incident on live television. And a layup's good by Mobley. 110-98. Cavs cut the deficit, winning 12. I see what happened. So my scoreboard goes off ESPN. ESPN is at 0 in the fourth quarter. Whoever's statting the game from ESPN has it wrong. Shame at quarter 3, missed off the markup, fouled. 110 to 98 is the score with 4:02 left to go. So I I have an automatic scoreboard that I sync up from Assist Live, and I believe it goes off the live feed from ESPN, and ESPN on their box score has zeros on the clock right now. First free throw is good by the Knicks. It's 111 to 98. So the Knicks are leading 111 to 98 with 4:02 left. Second free throw is good by Shamit. 112 to 98 New York. Good thing this is not a closer game, because this would screw up everybody. So if you guys are just joining in, my game clock for some reason is off. Right now it syncs up to ESPN, and the ESPN feed has zeros on it. 112.98. Shamit split the. Shamit made 2 out of 3 at the line. Got fouled from behind the arc. He's got 11. Mitchell push pass to the corner into the hands to Mobley. Backs his way inside to keep Mobley. Jumper mid range, bounces in. 112-100. 3:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Evan Mobley got 22 tonight. Mikal Bridges into the hands to Brunson. Jalen Brunson dribbles, drives straight away to the hoop and floats it up and scores. Good for 2. 114 to 100. Should come back on like any moment from now, because the ESPN scoreboard just got it back on itself. Donovan Mitchell. Bounce pass, Mobley, shovel pass underneath Allen, dunks it home with a 2-hand finish. 114-102. Gonna see if I can like resync or something. So weird why I did that. 114-102, Knicks by 12. Anunoby attacks the paint. OG blocked by Mobley. Outside of Mobley. Mobley tees up the 3. Mobley rattled out the 3. Rebound goes to Bridges. And the Knicks lead by 12, 114-102 with 2:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Knicks with possession. Towns at the wing. Towns fires a backdoor cutter. Up fake. OG shovel pass. Runner got it. Mikal Bridges scores the deuce. 14-point lead, 116 to 102 New York. My apologies with the scoreboard. It automatically syncs to, I think, like ESPN.com, but right now that scoreboard is down, so it's yet to come back up. Luckily, this game is not close in the final 2 minutes. Jalen Brunson weaving his way inside and scores the wide open layup. You got to be kidding me. That is way too easy. Timeout by Kenny Atkinson. 118-102. Knicks lead by 16 with 1:49 left to go. Wow, that's way too easy. Way too easy. Yeah, I've got my old scoreboard. I don't have the teams plugged in. This is what it looks like from the last time I've used it. Looks like that. Yeah, so Michigan, UConn. That's the last time I used it, was for the college game for March Madness. The score is actually 118 to 102 currently. If you're just joining in, 1:49 left to go in the fourth. My scoreboard for some reason is not syncing up, and yeah, I just refreshed it. It's a issue with the site that is not syncing through properly right now. We get back to action. 118-102. Knicks with a 16-point lead. Missed three by the Cavs. Rebound goes to New York. And New York about to be up 3-0 in the series. 90 seconds left to go. Baseline dribble. Shamet kick out corner. Mitchell flings it up to the wrong player. Brunson came away with it. Under 20 in the shot clock. Minute 20 left to go. Fourth quarter. 16-point lead for the Knicks. Down the middle. Bridges. Free throw circle. Finds Brunson. Driving. Attacking. Runner. No good. Left off the rim. Short to rebound goes to Mobley. Harden outside. Broken up pass down the far side. Rolls out of bounds with 106. Yeah. Just, again, the second half's just not there for the Cavs. 58-48 second half advantage for New York tonight. The Cavs are now a minus 35 in the second half in the series. Max Strus got it and one at the free throw line. It's a three-point shot he made. 118-105, 104 left to go on the clock. I'm just going to put something with the actual score closest to. Yeah, this never happened before. That it's a glitch on the scoreboard on my end. So it's 118-106. One 106, final minute left to go. Lob goes to Mobley. Mobley towards his left, puts up a shot, bounced off the rim, missed off the mark. Hart controls the rebound. The final minute left to go. Racing up the floor with Brunson. Brunson at the wing of the perimeter. Bounce pass into the hands to Bridges outside Brunson. 10 on the shot clock. Josh Hart fires away from deep. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound. Anunoby swings it outside. Brunson, he'll slow it down. And the Knicks are in the bonus. Free throws coming up here for Jalen Brunson as the Cavs give a foul. 35.9 seconds left. Yeah, my apologies at the end of the stream for the scoreboard. It's odd that it did that. The scoreboard always comes through. For some reason, it at the end of this game struggled to sync up. There must be a glitch with whatever it's syncing up to that lost it in like the final 5 minutes. So the score is actually 118-106. The game lost score at 110-96. Missed free throw by Brunson. Second one is good. 119-106. Just going to save these numbers if I never ever need to input them. Mobley, good. It scores the layup. Under 30 seconds left. And the Cavs will give a foul. Back to the free throw line will go New York. Yeah, Knicks are just wearing down the Cavs. Big difference maker was Landry Shamet, 14 points off the bench. Everybody else for Cleveland, well, Max Strus got the 12 at the end for him, so 12 points. A lot of threes made late by Strus. Just unable to catch up, but yeah, Shamet with a big 14 coming off the bench. Brunson makes both of the free throws, 121-108. Jumper from deep by Mitchell, missed off the back rim, rebound hauled by OG and scooped up by Brunson. Up the floor, and he will dribble out the clock. 3-0 in the series for the Knicks. The New York Knicks. Absolutely dominant. Another gigantic second half again. And the New York Knicks win this game 121-108, the final score. First postseason with a 3-zip lead and multiple best-of-7 series matchups in franchise history. They have now won 10 straight games in a row for New York and haven't lost in over a month. The New York Knicks just shooting the ball so well. 56% from the floor. They shot 24 for 27 at the free throw line, 27 assists, and 43 made field goals. Their fast break offense, incredible. 17-4 points off fast break. 57%. 41% from three. 91% at the free throw line. Just an incredible offensive display. They are the number one offense in efficiency in the playoffs, and they showed it tonight on the road in Game 3. 121-108 the final score. Thanks all for joining in. A 30-point night out of Jalen Brunson with 6 assists tonight. He had just 9 points going into halftime, finished with 21 in the second half. I'll be back live tomorrow night. OKC against San Antonio. Feel free to join in for Game 4 between the Thunder and the Spurs. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight, and we're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, John, Michael Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Nisha player, Norba, Paulson, Kelly, Okie, Russell, Rydog, Astros fan for life, Phil, All on the Prowl, I'm Ghost, Ian, Edith, Ice Ice Baby, XX Dev 5000, SGA Sports Talk, Elaine, Akilo Pitts, Yvonne, Otamura, and Tyreek. Thanks for joining in. Be a part here of the stream as the Knicks pick up the victory. New York up 3-0 in the series against the Cavs. Chance to close it out on Monday night. I'll be back tomorrow night with Spurs against Thunder Game 4. Thanks all for joining in, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night.